Lack of trust.
Talking
I've got a very good topic.
He seems to be in there champing at the bit.
Yes, he is. You are too, by the looks of things.
Oh, it's just, no, never.
No, look, is it trust? This is a good thing to talk about. My question is basically straight down to the point. Do you trust internet? Do you trust?
Well, what do you mean?
Yeah, I knew he was going to ask me that.
Because you
let me ask you.
Let's get to
and
the
let
point.
Dora get whatever.
Let's narrow down.
Social networks, applications driven and written by companies for various things for the general public to use via the internet. When they put in all their personal information, all this, do you actually trust these companies, or you take it on face value?
What's
The
prompted
reason
you?
I'm asking you is, lately in the last 6 months, I can remember, I think going back November onwards, I know it's been going further, but from November to today, Vodafone has been breached, or their database or our personal information has been breached. Sony recently, apparently twice, but you tell me it's now 3 times. They
It's 2 or 3 times.
They said they fixed the issues and they apologized, and then a week later, again it was hacked into, or it was somebody breached into their system and all this.
And not to mention
Lately,
Apple with
as
their,
of 2 days ago.
with their
Sorry,
iPhone
I
tracking
forgot about
system.
that.
Yeah.
Exactly, the iPhone tracking system.
But that wasn't a breach.
No, that wasn't a breach. That was just somebody putting a little
That was
backdoor.
iPhone.
No, but what you said was trust.
Yeah, well,
Trust.
this is
Trust.
it.
But we trust these companies to take our information and store them in wherever they want to store them, but securely, so nobody else can access these, right? Lately, when I say lately, 2 days ago, I read about Facebook being compromised. Now, let me put it to you where exactly. I think you know more about it in detail. You mentioned to me briefly, but it's a certain application within Facebook that's been compromised.
Well, it's not a certain application. It's more of a case of what they're saying is that there are different applications that you get on Facebook, games and friends and just all these different things. And basically, every time you play, you join one of these applications, you have to give a permission for that application to access your account information, which includes your friends' details as well as your own. Now, your friends lists, I should say. So the fact is, the breach is that every time people have done this, they apparently have given a third party access to all of their details that they can then market stuff to them directly.
But isn't this just one step on from where you sign up
But
for
it's
something on the internet, you put your email address, suddenly bang, that goes through it. I think it's just a way of the world. I mean, people are so much more open than they were before. There's less privacy, so people are willing to share their details. I think that's the worrying thing. It's not about us trusting these companies, because what are you going to trust the company for? They're there to make money.
No,
but it's the
my
fact that
point
we're
is
too free with our information.
our attitude towards these companies whereby you're signing on, you're giving your personal details. To a certain degree, even Apple, you have to have a credit card to get into iTunes. I mean, a lot of people, they'll say, okay, they have no choice. For example, you have to put your credit card. They don't give them a choice of how to be, access anything from the iTunes store. That's just an example. My problem is that I don't trust the internet to a certain degree that I don't even have my own personal Facebook page. Because I don't want people to know everything I do or what my information is. I don't want my credit card.
I changed my privacy recently, like after I spoke to you.
Yeah.
About what people could get in, because I didn't know, but people don't know.
Well, this is it. I think the problem is, the fact of the matter is that people don't look into what they're doing. So, for example, okay, you used Facebook. Both of you just mentioned Facebook. Facebook is a perfect example. You can design the security and the access that people have to your information. However, on the flip side, Facebook has full control over what they can access. They just don't tell you. That's my belief. I mean, I could be wrong, but I totally believe Facebook will access all of your information and use it to their benefit if they can.
That's fine. Now, if Facebook is going to use it for their own benefit, but if they do whatever research they want to do and come up with any marketing plans or build new applications, whatever.
You brought up the iPhone thing, right? iTunes. Sorry. iTunes, you've got to register a credit card so that you can make make your purchases through iTunes, so it's instantaneous. Now, what's to stop you? Because these days, I don't know about most other countries, but here in Australia, you can go and buy a prepaid debit card, recharge card that you can just recharge from the supermarket, or you can go get a debit card from your bank, and that debit card means that you only spend. When I say debit card, I mean like a Visa debit or a debit MasterCard. It means that the money that you spend is only money that you have put on the card. So there's very little risk of you losing any money, because even if they crack your credit card, your debit MasterCard details, for example, the only money they can take is the money you've got in that card. So as long as you keep that,
it comes back to, I know what you're saying, but you're only talking about money. I'm talking about access, using all those details along with your birth date, along with your full name and address. They can use those details. It's going back to a topic that I don't know if we ever talked about it. ID theft, right?
Yeah.
Stealing people's identities and buying properties and spending money and doing other things under your name. You know what I'm saying?
Is it that we've become that free as a society with our information, or is it just that people?
No, I think people are complacent. They take it.
There's too much. There's so much. You know. How many passwords do you have? How many IDs do you have to remember? You know, there's so much stuff. The internet has given us so much, and people, you know, they'll pick up a new email account and throw away another one the next day. You know what I mean? It's just, there's no value to what we have in our society.
There's no value to what we do. But I mean, I also think that the reason that we have these problems is because we don't care about things anymore.
Yeah.
You know, that's why we've got these problems. Like the reason there's been
we don't care.
The reason
we take
why,
it for granted.
The reason why there's been the increase in identity theft is because the information is more readily available, and the reason the information is more readily available is because we don't care that the information is more readily available.
We're free with that about it. You know, you go on Facebook and it's like you can catch up on someone's life. You know.
I don't catch up on anybody's life.
I've got too much to do with my life to worry about someone else.
No.
No, what I'm saying is you can sit there and you can see what someone's been doing. It's just like, you don't have to see that person. You know, for me,
that comes down to a level of voyeurism, though. People like the idea that other people can know what they're up to.
I don't.
No, I don't actually.
But that's why you've increased the security levels on your Facebook, and that's why you don't have a Facebook page. You know, I'm the same. I'm very restricted. I very rarely post to my Facebook page, and if I do, it's mainly because of the show. You know.
No,
but we talk about trust, but it's not about trust. It's just that I don't think we have the privacy that we used to have, and now we're going,
Big Brother's
we don't have privacy. But we've given away our privacy. We gave it away a long time ago.
Yeah.
When we got into the Facebooks and the social networking, we gave away that freedom. So now we say, well, do we trust?
Well, we gave away that freedom, trusting that these people who are dealing with our information to hold on to it and not to do anything.
No, I
with
disagree. I disagree.
Money.
We know that they're making money. The thing is, we've.
There goes the bell, boys.
There goes the bell. Well,
I'll wrap up and then I'll give it to you. So. I think we've just given away our freedom, really. And as far as trusting people, how can you trust a corporation? The corporation is there to make lots and lots of money. And the reason why this Facebook guy is so massively rich is because he's making shitloads of money out of it, yeah?
He's just smart. No, look, I agree. I think it's a case of we don't seem to care. We haven't worried about it for a long time, and that's why we freely give away information without thinking about it. It's only certain people that are conscious about what's going on, and I think it's just because we're older. Because we're no, it's true.
We remember
the days when where you had a lot more privacy and you didn't people didn't have readily access to all information.
Well, as far as I can say, in the last few words, I've only got a few seconds to say. I don't simply trust. Not only is it just a case of trusting somebody, it's a case of like, what was that? I have no time. Simply trust and internet. I just don't trust it. That's it. Simple as that. I'm very careful in what I do and how I do it. It's not because I'm hiding anything. It's just that I don't trust anybody else looking into my personal identity.
So Ben's going to tell you again, he doesn't trust, and it's just going to go
and it's all about lack of trust to the internet.
Not lack of trust. I mean, even the banks, they won't tell you.